field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And the Sooners will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Missouri Tigers offense will get the football first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Gets it out fast. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
Gonna run it. It's Finley. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly complete. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Finds his man down the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Right down the middle. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. So Oklahoma's offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football and climbing the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, and the instincts, and he's been so great.
Turning it on! And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense picks it up. Right down the gut of the field. The 10. Touchdown, Missouri! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Rushes on him. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do. Because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time, so let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running it to the right. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find it. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Hoping to move the chains, Missouri comes to the line on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it. It'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move, and here's the thing.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not in the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. He's in open space downfield. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you just pound it down their throat on second down?
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a man on the left. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Takes a handoff. It's Finley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
After losing yardage, it's second and 12. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They're looking to throw on second and short. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Well, it was an outstanding run by the back there, but how about the blocking? Not just by the offensive line, David. His receivers were downfield getting a hat on a hat, too.
Everybody getting in the action. 3rd down and 10, running the football, getting the first down. That surprised everyone in the building.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Open space at the 25. Slippery slide. Finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the option. Now the pitch. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first down. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Great job by the back on the option.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense, getting the sack, creating some momentum.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to take off. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And here's the return. And the returner will be knocked down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him blitzed that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Fires downfield. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Back to pass on second down. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. 42 Spider. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hill. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down.
Sneak gets it done. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for a gap. It's Finley. Got room at the 35. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense...
Oh, he's got some space. And they swarm him under. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wants to throw on third. Snags it over the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. He's looking to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Sooners buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Fights off a defender. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Works the middle of the field. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now on the option. Now the toss. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman. Picking up a massive gain for this offense.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The play-action fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just...
Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might be changing the route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Hauls it in. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a third down play. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. What a play to get it inside the red zone. And they are set up at the 17. This time they'll go to the running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The give on the option. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th
another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Here's a heat. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. What a golden opportunity for this offense, scooping up the ball, and now they've got it inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Here we go. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. There's a lot of pressure when you have that #1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. Missouri wants to go fast. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Caught behind the line. It's Washington. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Creates a little room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt, it's over. But you know what? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit,
And the defense makes it play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove